All right, guys and girls, welcome back this morning. We've got a beautiful square body, and I'm going to kill two birds with one stone today by including you guys on how we communicate with a customer when we're doing a sale or a build/sale, in the case of this truck, with someone. And also, in killing two birds with one stone, I need to give him an update on his truck, so here it's going to go. This truck was purchased by us. This customer actually did travel in, and we always encourage that. He came down. I actually was at the dentist that day. AJ took him in the showroom and that building, showed him around, and then he selected this truck. In turn, they drove it up to the off-road shop, got with Brian and Daniel to decide what finishing touches he wanted, actually saw some behind the scenes of some things going on up there, picked out a cool couple things that he is the first to have on this particular truck. So here is the update on the truck. This is a cool LS. Already had a full disassembled paint job. He wanted to go with Fox shocks. As you can see, the Fox shocks are on there. He wanted to do the Fox steering stabilizers. They're on there. Of course, he did not want to leave without the Davis off-road track bar and steering system, powder coated to match everything else underneath the truck very nicely. That's on there. He bought this truck probably, what, AJ, 3 weeks ago? About 3 weeks ago. Some of the stuff was done right away. Some of it we had to wait on to come in. Some of it we had to build. And then, of course, he said, I gotta have the power steps. Well, he was patient enough to be the first to get the new released power step system where the tanks are able to stay in place. So he's got not the prototype, but the first production set. And those things are rolling. Daniel and Brian have been pumping those out left and right, and they have been great sellers. And again, if you look at this side, you can see the tank still there, and the step works flawlessly. And we always have a little punch list, as you guys have seen me go over before. But on this particular one, he also wanted a rear window. It had a solid rear window. He wanted a sliding rear window. We got one that was tint matched and installed properly. Did not damage the paint. You can real quickly not only damage the paint, but damage the metal. If you chip the paint putting one of these in and you don't touch it up, it's going to rust over time. Hopefully this truck sits in a garage, but we have taken windshields and back windows out where you could tell 15 years ago somebody nicked the paint. Now you got a big festering rust problem. So big issue. The steps, the shocks, the steering stabilizers, the steering and the track bar. The truck had some little wonky stuff where you could tell, you know, they're putting it back together and they didn't have the right part. So it needed a couple brake line changes and some other things. And just about a week ago or so, he said, hey, I appreciate the updates on the truck. Everything is good. I would like to reseal the rear differential, change the fluid, and you could tell they had done that one time before. It had all the orange goop kind of shoved out of it. So we did that for him, took care of it, serviced all that. Of course, truck's already had an oil change. The truck is an LS swap, done very well. And the only reason it's not really ready for pickup is he does want AC on this truck. We're adding a full brand new AC system. It's all in the bed of the truck. But with an LS, we wanted it to go to the factory bracket system, so it's going to sit up right over here like it's supposed to. The lines are going to be nice and short. The firewall's already been smoothed and shaved, so we didn't want to disturb that either. So we're going through the firewall. It'll have a nice new control panel inside, the vents and everything else. So it took a little effort to match a square body with an LS and not just have a hokey kit where things are just pieced together. Everything came from the company the proper way. And Daniel is able to order that in the shop, and then we're getting ready to get it installed. Very, very nice touch to this truck. Probably one of the only things that it needed. Of course, it really complemented it with the other stuff. But beautiful painted, you know, bronze and tan or cream. If you guys are watching religiously on the channel, the crew cab we're building, just so you know, is a touch brighter. I wish I could drop a picture in. But it's a touch brighter bronze than this, and this exact same cream. We're doing this same design two-tone, except for we're going factory where it swoops in right here. If you guys are looking for a project truck, we've had 2 people reach out. I don't know if they're ready to pull the trigger yet, but that's going to be an amazing build, and it is at the point when it finishes in paint. Somebody can pick the interior, they can finish up the driveline choices, the lift kit choices, and it's a full 3+3 truck. Completely disassembled, rotisserie painted, fully apart right now. Everything's apart. We're probably gonna go to the body shop tomorrow and bring a video on that. But very happy with the progress. This truck's got a car cover in the back. You can see part of the AC here, part of the AC there, part of the AC there. Again, we had to order it in multiple pieces, but we wanted it all to be proper. This one is getting a classic auto air system. We use several different manufacturers. It just depends on who's got parts in stock and who has the most complete system for what we're doing. Truck is on a 4-inch lift, 35s, 12 wide Mickey Thompsons, got really nice clamped together exhaust system, and we did tweak that a little bit too. There was a couple things Daniel wanted to do with that while it was in, and I think Brian took care of that. But if you look at the inside, I know the light where we got it backed in here is not ideal, but you can see when this truck was painted, it was painted. Like everything came together. It's been all dyno matted underneath the floors for heat and sound. We've done a driving video if you want to hear what this LS sounds like, just so you get an idea if you're trying to do a swap of your own. You can see. But turned out to be a beautiful truck. This guy's going to be very, very happy with it. AJ's getting ready to put 20 or 30 miles on it just to do our little test run, bring it back in, make sure we don't have anything we need to adjust, make sure we don't have anything we need to tighten. Then it's on to get the AC done. So truck's running along very well. Just one of our many Squarebody projects currently. And this customer literally was like, hey, he came to buy a cheaper truck. He did. He came to buy a less expensive truck. He actually came to look at the blue single cab that's somewhere in here and one other at the time. Of course, once he saw the paint on this one, which the video probably does it no justice, but once he saw the paint on this one, he was like, you know, this is the right truck. He really wanted a short bid. He ended up with the long bid, but this truck just has a great stance. Again, we gave him a realistic timeline. Some of the stuff was done, again, like we said, pretty much the next day. Some of it had to be, you know, time restraints, but we got it. He's getting his built dream truck. He does want us to check out some door panels, so that's one other thing on the punch list that we need to do for him, which we will do. And Daniel's already got some designs together for him on that to look at. And pretty much wrapped up, guys. If you haven't been following along, the short bed in the back is a fresh arrival. We have another one on the way, transport bringing today. That'll need a few things done, but not much. That's a full-blown show truck. We've got the red crew cab that is almost ready. We've got the blue that you're getting ready to see some changes on because nobody likes those tires and wheels. So I think we're getting ready to change that up. I just got some stuff in today that might be what that happens to get put on it. And as far as Squarebody updates, we've got the K5, the tan Suburban, and unfortunately, guys, that's about it. The blue Suburban up in there. My uncle finished a long night last night getting some things wrapped up on that for the customer, just going over the little pick list so we can be ready for him to ship out. And those may be what the blue truck gets, some nasty big old boggers. On the Fall Guy truck. Fall Guy truck's still sticking around, but we love it, so it doesn't matter. That one's probably going home to be in the garage and hit a few shows in the fall here. And the Sherp. The Sherp has made its way back from an event and is back in the showroom. Anything else, AJ? Is that it for the morning? All right, he's got to jump into blue Suburban, get a video knocked out of that. We got to do the drive on this one, get the AC done. Bucket truck video to come, rollback video to come, toy hauler shipping out, merchandise trailer just arrived, so a lot of cool stuff, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys more than you know. Keep following along. A lot more cool stuff to come.